Hey guys, I have Bethany here. I'm excited for this interview. Bethany has seen some really great success with eCom Babes in her business, and she definitely has a bright future. This is her full-time income right now. She's making more with this than she was at her previous job. And I know that she has a really big vision for her brand. She's crushing it. And I think a really cool part about this story that she'll go into deeper is Bethany's been with eCom Babes for like a year and a half now, and she actually quit. She started her business, she quit, and then she decided to give this another go. And she's now successful with it. She has a really bright future. So the point is just like keep going. And if you quit, come back, because the eCom babes that do quit and they give it a second chance, it's usually a home run every single time. That's what I've seen so far. So Bethany, thank you so much for being here. I guess the first question I'd like to start with is, why did you decide to join eCom babes, and why did you decide that you wanted to start an e-commerce business? What were you looking for out of doing something like this?
Uh, Honestly, it was because I hated my job. It was terrible. They didn't treat me very awesome, and that's not fun. So I was like, I'm not even getting paid a lot. I need to just try something different. So I thought, let's go for it. And I found your video on YouTube, which I saw that and I was like, this actually seems legit, because I've seen these things before, but I just never tried them. But I'm like, this one seems legit. So I went for it, and it was a good thing I did.
Awesome. I love that. So, did you have experience with this kind of thing in the past, or were you like brand new to e-commerce and entrepreneurship?
I mean, I sold things on Etsy a little bit, but I wasn't really successful with that. So really, no, not much.
Yeah. So you feel confident that if someone in the group is like, because I know a lot of students will say like, oh, I don't have a lot of experience, so it's harder for me. So it seems like you didn't really have that experience either, and you just kind of dove in head first and just committed to the process, and that's why you're seeing the success.
Oh yeah, that is for sure. It's crazy. You just need to go for it. That's what I learned. You just go for it, and it just works. If you do it,
Yeah.
the things that you guys say to do, and it works.
Has there been resistance in your life? Because I know another thing I struggle with as an entrepreneur, and many students or like, women that want to start e-commerce businesses, they struggle with just outside noise. Like they hear their friends or their coworkers say like those things don't work, or just get a normal job, it's less risky, or whatever it is. So did you have anyone doubting you, and how did you deal with that?
Yes, I did. My family, they're super supportive. They just want what's best for me, obviously, and they were worried that this wasn't going to work. So they wanted me to try something else, but I'm like, no, I'm going to do this. And now they're super surprised. They're like, okay, we were wrong. I'm glad you're doing this. So,
That's so funny.
I mean, they're super supportive now, but at first they were a little hesitant.
Yeah, it's so funny how that goes. I feel like people, like, I hear it a lot with husbands. Women are like, my husband said not to do that, and now my husband's like, oh, can you keep doing this? So it's funny that you're having that experience too.
Mm-hmm.
It's isn't that a pretty good feeling when people that thought what you were going to do wasn't a good idea, and then you do it and you kind of prove everyone wrong?
My gosh, yes, it's like the best feeling ever. Love it so much.
I know something that we chatted about before we started this story was that your first month of really like giving this a solid effort, you did $3,600 in sales, and you mentioned doing that strictly through the organic strategies that we teach. You weren't running Facebook ads, and you're just like, it just works. Like it literally works. You had been trying it on your own and it wasn't working. And then you started doing what we teach and it started really working. So like, I guess, can you touch on that a little bit more? Like, what has that been like? Because a lot of people think, oh, you have to run Facebook ads to see success, and you're just doing this organically, keeping most of the profit, I would say, right? So can you just touch on that a little bit more?
Yeah, no, at first I thought too, I'm like, I have to do the Facebook ads. That's the only way it's going to work. Like this affiliate method's not going to work, which I was wrong. But I just started doing it. I went all out. I at first was sending, I think, like 3 messages per account. And then I do 10 per account, and I have like 4 accounts. And so I do about 100 messages a day, I think. And it's insane how many people message back. And it like, you just need to find the right audience. that is really what it is. And it
Yeah.
works so well.
Did you have experience before where you were doing this where, well, so let me kind of point out what I'm getting at. I think a lot of people, because we do teach like how to use social media and Instagram to get customers organically before paying for ads, we try to emphasize like you have to try different things out. You have to try different audiences. You have to try different offers. You have to just test different things out, and eventually you'll find something that works, what you're saying. But a lot of people, they'll try something and then they're like, it didn't work. And then they just end it there. It's like, it's not working. And instead of just like going a little, they always say you're like 3 feet away from gold, right? Instead of just trying another offer, trying something else out, and then getting to the point where it works. So did you have that experience too, where you were trying some things, it wasn't working, and then eventually you refined it enough and you got it to work?
Yes, yeah, actually this month I tried something and it didn't work so well, but now I know, and I will keep trying other things. And I mean, because it keeps building up, like I'm still doing really well, but it's good to try new things, I feel like, to see if it will work. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And just constantly be testing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome. It's good that you've gotten yourself to that place in your entrepreneurial journey, because it's just such a big part of like success here, being able to just try, like be creative and try different things until you find something that sticks. Cool.
Yeah, you can't be scared to fail. That's what I learned. I'm like, it's gonna happen, because I was terrified of it. Like, if I fail, then I just shouldn't do it. But that's just a part of it.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. So where do you see this thing going? I know that at this point, this month you're around 3,000 in sales, and you have this is kind of your full-time thing now. You're not working a job anymore. So what is the vision? And do you want this to stay a full-time thing? Do you want to turn it into a big company? Like, do you have a mission behind it? Like, talk to us about your vision.
Yes, I do eventually want it to be a big company. I live in a small town and we don't have a lot of what I'm doing here. So I'm like, it would be fun to have stores that I can start up and have those things. And I don't know, I'm just really excited, honestly, for what can happen. It's crazy when I think about it and imagine it. It's really fun. I just really enjoy this. It's fun.
That's so cool. You just got like so excited. I love that. That's awesome. So it's like you are just doing something you're really passionate about and you're happy. It seems like you're happy with this.
Oh yeah, no, I love it so much.
That's so cool. I'm really excited for you. So what advice do you have for other women? Because there are a lot of other women that were in the exact same shoes as you, that tried, maybe they started an e-commerce business, maybe they're in eCom babes, or maybe they just started something else. They started it, they wanted it, there was a reason they started it, but they quit, they gave up, they said, this isn't for me. But then you came back, so let's try to reel those people back in. And what advice do you have for them, for the people that have maybe quit on their dreams or they're scared to go after it?
You just gotta keep going. Like, you can't stop. It can't be an option. You just have to keep going and try, because if you don't try, then you're not gonna see the possibilities that there are. There's so many possibilities, and you can't just not try them, or it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that the mindset work, because I know we talk about a lot of mindset work, so do you feel as if that has played a big role in your success, and how have you taken that into your daily life to help you continue to win here?
Yes, it is a huge deal to do that. Constantly, I'm just thinking about what this can become. And I just like, the creative part is just fun to do. And like, it can just become something so big. The mindset is important. You need to do it. I constantly am thinking about what I want my business to be and how I want it to be successful. And honestly, it's fun. I enjoy doing it, thinking about what it can be. So it's kind of a big deal to do that.
Yeah. So do you feel as if you are a different person now than you were before you started this journey?
Oh, yes, for sure.
In what way would you say that you're different?
I'm just more positive about things now, and I'm not scared to fail. That was a big deal. I was scared to fail, and so I wouldn't try things. But now I'm like, okay, if I fail, now I know, and move on.
Yeah, Totally. Well, that's awesome. I'm so grateful that you jumped on here, and I can't wait for us to do another one of these. I know that you're going to be hitting those $10,000, $20,000 months soon, really quickly, or you're going to be hitting them soon. So I'm just really excited for us to revisit this. And thank you so much for your time and sharing your story. I know that someone is going to really appreciate this, and this is going to make a big difference to someone.
Thank you.